Alrighty, folks. Welcome to another session after a long break, a couple week break here. Another session of our Astral Avenue Magdalena Blues. I am your Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hello, now is
Hello,
your
everybody.
first
Hello.
chance.
You gotta let him finish first.
No.
You don't have
Howdy.
to. I don't care. This is we're doing it free form. And a couple of things of note. Yeah, thank you. Yes. A couple of things of note today. We are unfortunately down our Louise, but he's under the weather and hopefully he'll be back to join us next week. However, we do have a guest player joining us today. Josh, if you want to say hello, you already said hello. I mean, I guess you can say hello again.
I'll say it again.
Say it again.
Hello again.
Thank you. And welcome to the gang, to the crew. And, well, the fans are dying to know what is... Well, actually, let me rephrase this. If you were a potato... It's a question we've all heard before sometimes. If you were a potato, had to be a potato, maybe cooked in some way, not necessarily cooked, what kind of potato, or what sort of preparation for a potato would you be?
That is such a great question. I know you've run me through this before, and I think I answered with I have a quite an affinity for potatoes of all shapes and sizes. I would have to default to just fries, though. I'm a fry guy. Fry up a potato, I love it. Thick cut, thin cut, however you want to cut it. Waffle fries, I'm there. I just love fries.
Shoestring.
Are you a sauce guy?
I'm not a sauce guy.
So you just like them just well seasoned?
Just well seasoned, yeah. You know, maybe have some dip on the side if I'm feeling saucy, if you will.
Okay.
But yeah, just by default, I'm good with just regular plain fries.
Classic French fry. There's nothing.
That's it. That's
absolutely
it.
nothing wrong with a French fry. Everyone
I'm as
loves
basic
a
as they
French fry.
come.
And well, speaking of basic, that's a horrible segue into what we're gonna get into, because nothing about Spelljammer is basic. Yeah, so it's kind of a segue, but we're gonna go ahead and get into the session the same way we start every session, with a little bit of talk about what happened last time, before we get into what's gonna happen this time, and meet Josh's character. So, last time, with Dr. Jellybean polymorphed into a frog, Oblate's form shifted as well, being covered in rotting vines once again. And after he transformed, it seemed to meld into the wall of vines nearby, near the dragon statue in the room. Hoping that he would be okay, you did what you thought was best and retreated out of the space here with the papers you had gathered, meeting Professor Kanderbach in the halls of the ASMR. He took you back to his study/lab/office, where he dispelled the transformation of your friendly frog. And here you study the papers that you had a little more detail with the professor's aid, warning him about some plot against the president. He was unsure, but said he would send message tomorrow, privately. He did teleport you out of the school and back to the road near your vessel, and said he'd look into some things. You guys headed back to your ship, wanted to go see Astral and tell her what you had discovered about her, and give her the notes. On the way, you did notice some sort of celebration happening near the dock, or near a dock, and decided to check it out, but it might have had something to do with the solar dragons. But unfortunately, there you were met with a man who did not seem to want you to go to the festival, convincing Aethel and Tobias that you should go about your business, not wanting to get into a fight with an unknown person. And you took your leave and headed to the hill where you had met the Drake Agalaras, gifting him with the key to Estra's classroom, to which he seemed pretty happy about, even calling you friends afterward. And after the exchange, you went down below into the mines, met with Istra gave her the research that you had found and eventually the notes about a suggestion she gave to Jonathan Asner. Something about utilizing the Oasis to help with the solar dragons and possibly killing the president if he didn't go along with the plans. Easter then offered you a job, a paying job. She said she'd give you half your weight in platinum if you kill the solar dragon that is at the center of the mill. Killing it would stop whatever machinations are happening here and would prevent them from continuing. Taking a moment, you eventually agreed. It's a large sum of money. Best perspective you've had in a while. But a little more pep in her step. You guys left Istra and started to head back topside, and that's where we're going to pick up. You guys are wandering through the caves. You just plan to head back through Galoras's domain and back up?
Yeah. I believe that's what they wanted to do, yes.
All right. So, heading back up, it's a pretty straightforward path. You've traveled it 2 times now. Over the bridge, kind of where the train had collapsed, and it takes about 45 minutes or so to an hour. And as you're climbing your way back up, no problems. Opening up the hatch, coming into the living room that is the Galoras's abode, broken open along the side, seeing sunlight come in. You would notice there's someone else here. You would see a familiar face of Kelly, along with his hamster mount. Just kind of looks at you all.
Hey, Kelly.
Sup, dudes?
Ew.
How much? Just got done meeting with Istra.
Oh,
Yeah, we found it. No thanks to your help at all.
Little thanks to his help, we kind of followed him.
I mean,
Well,
if you guys were cops, pretty good job.
We're not.
Good thing we're not.
Not that we have to tell you that.
But it's the law.
That's not a law.
You sure?
He knows laws.
I'll hold up the book.
he's not a cop, though, but he knows the law.
Okay. What are you guys doing down there? You talking with Istra?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said you guys were cool.
True. We are. Pretty cool.
It's a little warm out.
Yeah, I mean, we got fire going in here. We gotta keep the hamster warm and all, man.
My, the hamster.
Kind of growls towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Is the hamster not warm-blooded?
I don't check its blood, man. Weird.
It is. It's definitely warm-blooded. I'll say to Abel. Definitely.
Oh, hey, man. We left some stuff up here.
With a Galoras, dude?
Yeah. He was holding it for
Oh,
us.
that was a big mistake, bro. That's not your stuff anymore, man.
What do you mean? Where's it go?
I don't know. He's like a bottomless pit, that dude. He just takes all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he said we're his friends now, so we're pretty happy.
Oh, dope. You guys got the friendship level. That's gnarly.
I think so. So, hey, do you know anything about solar dragons? You know stuff about animals and whatnot, right?
Oh, did Easter tell you?
Yeah.
Cool.
We apparently have to take one out, though.
Yeah, she told me.
Do you know
She
anything
told you
about
that we were going to do that? Or that she planned on asking us?
Nah, she said that you guys were gonna do that. It was just like 20 minutes ago or something. Well, I was just chilling here with my dude.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Hey, do you know anything about, say, killing a solar dragon?
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta stab it a bunch, probably.
I am good at stabbing things.
I bet you are, little dude.
Well, I guess that's it. We're gonna get going, man.
Oh, all right, man. Like, I mean, if you guys need any help or anything, like, Isha said I could help if you wanted.
Oh, I mean, probably, right? Probably. We need help. Do we need help? I think we do. I'll look around to everybody, like, yes?
I'm gonna lean over Dr. Like,
Probably.
I don't have any idea how he can help us, but yes.
Dude, I'm good at helping.
He's
It's like,
he-
so
You have
much.
more skills than you seem, probably, right, Kelly?
Shit, what you see is what you get, man.
Oh,
That's disappointing.
Oh, you can't be disappointed in all this. As he kind of like opens his robe, like strutting his stuff, and it's just like frilly colors everywhere.
Right. So yeah, we've got a lot going on. Actually, we've got to go. We got to get to the mill. We're gonna take our ship, though.
Oh, that's a long ways, dudes.
Yeah. But we have to go there because it's like the center. So we have to get to the center.
So how you planning on getting in?
Thought we were considering talking to the House of 1337.
Oh,
Right, we have to
that
go there
makes total
first.
sense. Yeah, they know all about that, probably.
Yeah. So we're gonna go talk with the House of 1337 B12, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna talk to them, and then after that, we're gonna sail off to the mill, and we should be fine. I think it's gonna all work out. I have a good feeling about this.
I
All right.
don't.
All right. I mean, you guys figure your way in there and can get there. I can help you once you're in.
Yeah, you want to travel with us on our ship?
Sure.
We have room for your hamster as long as it doesn't bite me again.
Nah, you can stay here, dude. Sounds like a dangerous mission. Wouldn't want to bring a hamster with that. We'd get all explosion and like, and fucking gone, dude.
Right. That's why they usually stay on the ship. That's where we keep ours.
Yeah, we got a hamster too.
Oh, you got a hamster too?
Yep.
Dope.
And a cat.
Oh man, what hamster are you on?
No, the cat's friends with the hamster.
Yeah, that's how it starts, bro. But then, like, you know, one hamster's gone, and dad's just like, oh, well, no, it's the same hamster. But, dude, they're different hamsters, man. And all of a sudden, you're 5 hamsters down, and it's like, dude, you're a kid, and you don't even know it.
I'm gonna lean over to Dr. Jelly. Has Emperor eaten our
No.
hamster more than one? Oh,
No,
okay. Just
surely
checking.
no.
Just checking.
Probably not. No, they get along just fine. You'll see. No.
Oh, all right, yeah. Yeah, let me just, like, get my stuff, and, I
Yeah,
can
let's
follow
do
you
it.
guys to your boat.
Yeah, that sounds great. Come on
It's a
up.
ship.
Oh yeah, that too, man. Like you got a boat and a ship. You guys are rich.
It's just a ship.
I'm gonna like feel my pouch. It's completely empty almost, except for some silver. Yeah, rich.
Super rich. So rich.
Yeah.
Look, he doesn't understand that we are property poor.
Right. We're ship poor.
Yeah.
We're ship poor.
Right. Most badass ride in the whole galaxy.
Hey, at least you're not paying a mortgage on.
It is free and clear.
That's true.
Own it outright. Sort of. Do we? No. But yes.
Yes. Possession's 9/10 of the law.
Yeah.
Correct, Ethel?
That's not really how. There's a lot of legalities about how possession works.
It's a little more nuanced than that.
So know a lot about the law for not being a cop, dude.
Part of a religion that cares about law or order.
Oh, you're with the 1337s.
Technically.
Okay. Cool. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't either.
We're gonna find out though.
Still don't tell him you saw me.
You're
be
coming
cool.
with us there.
Why?
Oh, I'm not going in there, dude. Like, nah, cops freak me out. Like, that whole place is like, nah, the jig's up.
Okay.
They're all a bunch of, like, automaton things. I don't like all that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let me just, kind of reach into a pouch of the hamsters, like saddlebags, and pull out a glaive, and just kind of slink it over his back. Ready to go, dudes.
Is that it? You don't need nothing else like some clothes?
Everything else is what you see, is what you get. That's what I said.
You got food or something? I mean, I guess we're gonna feed you too, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure hope so.
Who's in charge of rations this week?
Oblate.
I just eat a normal amount, man. Like, don't worry about me.
Am I even here yet?
Yeah, is he a plant person or is he a guy?
It's a good question. He's not there yet.
Not there.
He'll be on the ship.
Yeah, I was like, hopefully we'll find him on the ship.
Oh, that's
Alright.
right. He went into the wall.
Yep.
To the ship.
Shit, okay. Let's rock and roll, dudes. And then he gets real
And
quiet.
we go.
He might like whistle along in the woods as you're going out of the woods and to your vessel nearby, taking Kelly with you. This very large human who with flamboyantly dressed. I think he's even got like flowers and shit in his hair. He's super hippy dippy.
Yeah.
Punchy-
Super hippie.
Punchy guy.
But as you arrive on the ship, it's kind of standing on the dock. You would see Oblate standing there waiting. As you do, you would see Louise just immediately vomit into the water. No,
I kind of
Go
walk
on
over
without
pat him on
me.
the back.
I must take refuge in the ship.
I'm gonna
Hope you
rush.
feel better.
Okay.
I think he ate some bad pleasure krill. Told him
Duh.
not to. Told him not to.
They're not ready.
Little poo babies.
Just poop babies still. They gotta mature.
You can't eat that, dude. It's not good for you.
I will be alright. I just need to rest.
All right, get some rest.
Drink a lot of water.
I'm gonna run to Oblate. Oblate!
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Not much. You turned into a vine thing again and disappeared into a wall.
Yeah, and I'll look and like cough up a leaf. Be like, yeah, that was a weird one. I don't know what happened to me.
Is it that gonna keep happening?
I hope not.
It
I
seems
really
like
hope not.
the frequency with which that's occurring is increasing.
Frequency and intensity.
Yeah.
This time I completely went away. The other time I was like kind of like with you guys.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah.
But this time I wasn't even aware where I was. So
That's crazy. There's no way to know where you went.
Yeah, we didn't know.
No.
well, I'm here now. So
That's
what did
good.
I miss? Anything big happening? I see. We got
Oh,
Mr.
man.
Kelly with us now.
Yeah, hey, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help
So
you
what-
kill a dragon.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're
we gotta-
going
Oh,
Gotta kill a solar dragon, apparently.
at the center
Oh.
of this place. At
Oh.
the mill.
we getting paid for this one because that sounds pretty intense.
Oh,
Half
you
our
guys
weight
are
in
getting
platinum.
paid?
Half our weight in platinum.
Are we adding in Kelly and his hamster's weight as well?
His hamster's not here.
Oh, I'm not getting paid, dude.
Yeah, no.
Just
But
helping out the professor, you know.
the doctor did some calculations and figured it up to be about 120,000 gold.
That's
Actually, that was Ethel's calculations, I think.
Athel's,
Yeah, with
Athel's calculation. I don't know. They're both smart. How am I supposed to remember them? They both look like big smarties.
He looked quite different, actually, and sound different.
In Tobias's brain, we look exactly the same.
They're
I'm
they're
just
they're both
I'm
ones
just a
and
tall
zeros.
hamster, and you're a small.
Yeah,
Right?
you're both hamster
Like-
robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I guess if we're getting paid for it, and that amount seems pretty fair,
Pretty hefty
Right.
amount.
so I guess let's not die doing it.
Right?
Do we know
That's
how to
the goal.
beat it?
No.
Our current strategy is to
Perfect.
stab it until it dies.
That's what Kelly said works the best.
I mean, it makes sense.
I do not trust his expertise on this matter.
I'm good at stabbing things, though.
You are. All right. Well,
Well,
where to
we're
now?
gonna go.
Kelly's already made himself. Walked into the ship.
Oh,
Kind of
yeah,
smells like patchouli now.
a little bit. I wonder how.
It's just a
Everett's gonna feel
fragrance, man.
Very, very earthy.
Where is 1337B, Athel? B12? Where would we go about?
I don't know.
Nope.
I'd need to ask a local.
Oh, I
I-
thought Ali would know. Yeah.
you just
that's
go down the
Ali.
river, dude.
Okay, down the river we go.
Or up it. I don't fucking know.
Why don't you just point the direction?
He'll kind of step outside. Yeah, it's over there. About a day or so. Maybe
On our
less.
So the river that way.
Yeah.
Who's steering the ship?
Do you want Ember to keep steering it?
She seems pretty good at it. It's fine with me.
She's super good at it.
And this
I'm gonna go.
winged cat, as she's half excited you guys are back. I mean, you guys weren't gone very long.
Not this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find Lucy and I'm gonna show Lucy to Kelly.
Kind of Lucy's probably like spinning on her little hamster wheel. Alright, that's a little one.
But she used to be big and then we shrunk it down.
Oh.
He has a taste for musical instruments. So
Yeah.
if you
got
have
any
any on you,
guitars?
hide them.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I don't play. I just listen.
Same.
It's a pretty small ship you got here, but very fancy.
It's home.
Unique. Not another one like it
Mm-mm.
that we know of.
I'll remember that, dude.
All right, down
take
or
a-
up the river.
Mental illustration. Paint pictures with your head. But yeah, you guys letting the cat steer the ship down the river. But it does take about 14 or so hours, so you'd be arriving like at midday the next day.
Sure.
You guys can all get a long rest on.
Woo! I'll click the wrong,
Nice.
the long rest button.
You get to click the long rest button. I forgot to mention, I did make you another character sheet with the other thing.
Yeah, I pulled it up. I checked it yesterday, hoping it all works because I haven't messed with it at all.
That's fair.
Yeah, it looks good.
You get to, because yeah, we're not now playing with the new stuff, the new hotness, folks.
Feel good about this.
And for those of you
Good.
that do prepare spells, when you do hit the long rest button, you have an option to have it take you to the managed spell list, which is how you prepare spells.
I'm doing that now.
Fair enough. But smooth sailing. You might see a little bit of that sun rain lightly blinding you if you're up top of the vessel. But it's not harmful, other than the sun blindness. Drifting down the rivers. Easily finding your destination with Kelly pointing the way as you go. You would see a... kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's some other small buildings around it, but it looks like a giant structure on the edge of the river made of like golden cogs and gears, a giant front door, and like a platform overlooking this river here. Steam kind of spilling out from underneath the sides of it, and it's just a big picture of cogs, essentially. As I could show you that thing.
Oh,
Yeah, that's cool.
Ethel, is that what all of the buildings where you're from look like?
They'll all be shaped differently for wherever they're supposed to be.
Oh,
Okay. Well, this looks pretty cool.
And you can even hear like the grinding of the gears because they're all moving as you approach it.
now, Ethel, are there any etiquette, customs, things that we should be aware of for to not be rude? I don't know. I haven't spent a lot of time with your people. I don't want to make a fool of myself, put my foot in my mouth,
Just be yourself, Dr. Jellybean.
Correct. I think you will be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, I guess we'll go in.
With Louise still being sick, you guys, there would be a spherical creature with a pair of wings with a book kind of out. A Modron, or Modron, however you want to pronounce it.
It's a mongrel.
And spherical. So, Aethel, you would know they can do one thing. And as soon as you step out, its one eyeball looks up to you guys, waddling out as its wings kind of lightly flap. Spindly arms and legs. It's only got 2 of each, like a normal person. But with pulling out a book in hand. Names.
Aethel the dragon.
Oblate. The Oblate.
Dr. Jellybean, how do you do?
Tobias 2-foot.
Vessel name.
The
The
Magdalena.
Magdalena.
2 L's or 1.
1.
Kind of scratches it out. Writes down below it. 1 N or 2.
1.
And
Scratches it out. Starts writing again. Noted. Thank you.
The PH is silent though.
It goes back and flips open its book. Are you sure?
Yes.
It just kind of scratches its head as you hear metal grinding, trying to figure out where the PH would go.
Sorry, Azel, I think I broke your friend.
Modrons only have one task they can perform. His is not spelling.
It continues writing for a long while.
Just all the different combinations of where the
Mhm.
pH would go.
We're going now.
it doesn't even acknowledge you saying you're going. And as you kind of get a little closer off of this dock, you would see a couple of these other similar shaped Modrons, the spherical creatures, cleaning. One of them has a broom that's just dusting. Another is literally flying up over it, polishing it.
Oh, so that's how they keep it so shiny.
It's pretty blinding outside, to be honest.
Aethel,
That's from all the sunlight.
with your newly high passive perception, they don't look like they're actually cleaning a whole lot. It's the places they're cleaning are already clean.
Yeah, just like a Roomba.
Yep. As
They work hard.
as you approach the large doors, there would be a kind of handprint on each of the handles, or where a handle would be.
And they missed a spot.
What would be kind of like an impression, like sensors almost.
Like where you're supposed to put your hand.
Yeah.
Do you think you're supposed to put your hands there, Aethel?
I was going to. We'll see what happens.
You go and put your hand on the door.
Do I need to put it on both or just one? I don't know how to say it.
They look like they would be backwards, so you just need to put it on one. The door opens slowly as it creaks open, revealing a well-lit interior. And you can even see a little bit of... Well, at the front of this place would be a desk in between 4 pillars, a large desk, maybe 20 feet wide, a single spherical Modron behind it. Looks like papers disheveled all over its desk, a big lever, and what looks like some sort of intercom device. There would be pipes and cogs all throughout the ceiling and walls. On the left-hand side, it looks like a series of shelves. This is probably about a 80 or so foot square room. Yeah, 80-foot square room. Along these shelves, you can see one of these large, maybe 30-foot tall shelves has been knocked over. Papers and other materials and packages of the like kind of scattered throughout. You would see all bits of machinery just kind of in little piles in between the desk and those shelves. That's on the left side. On the far end, this would probably be the first thing that grabs your attention, is a kind of a dais or a raised platform, only 5 or so feet high. With behind it would be a great stained glass window spreading light into here that just kind of glistens with all sorts of cogs and gears, some smaller, different shapes and sizes. It doesn't make sense to the normal mind, but it does have some, each cog has its precision point in there. And kind of at there would be on that platform, would be another Modron with what looks like 2 rectangular boxes put together, flipping through a book. And behind the desk would also be one of the spherical Modrons. To the right of that raised platform, you would see a grate in the corner with some bluish gray smoke coming out of it, filling into the space, almost like steam, but a little more smoky. And a large vault door next to that. And closer to the right of the doorway would be a little seating room. And not really seating room, but little sitting area with looks like train chairs, essentially. Not comfortable at all, but functional. And on one of those chairs would be a Hadozi individual. If Josh, you want to describe what Malcolm looks like?
Yes. So I appear to be a what would you call it? An orangutan,
Mhm.
Hadozi. I have got some. I'm not going to make a joke about the hand, but I do have some bit of clothing, some cloth, draped over my shoulders, has some emblems on it, and I'm sitting here shifting a bit uncomfortably on these chairs.
All right. And that is what you guys would see.
Looks like they have somebody waiting already, so we'll just have to wait for them to finish.
Don't you introduce
You would
yourself?
see him having a bunch of papers in his hand as well.
What are we doing here, Ethel? Go talk to your people.
We gotta wait. We gotta go sit over there.
There's a line.
A line? How do you? There's one guy. Is that a line?
He was here first.
Looks like he's trying to fill out some papers, but no pen, but like kind of flipping through some.
Hey, buddy, how long have you been here waiting?
I would grumble to myself, these just don't make any sense. What's this about, a waiting period? 2 months?
Wait here
hello.
for 2 months.
Hello. No. I've arrived just a little while ago, but seem to be getting the runaround with all of this red tape.
Oh, jeez.
Are there any papers here for Lynn to grab?
No.
As far as to fill out a form?
As you approach,
Office.
you can see the Modron in front of you just kind of grabbing some papers and just kind of shuffling them around in a big mess.
I gotta be honest with you guys. Don't know if they know what they're doing here.
I don't think they do.
I'm gonna look over at Ethel, just disappointed and confused. I thought it was all about order and laws.
He's a big up here. Maybe he can help you out in a minute.
The
Point to Ethel.
Modron eventually kind of stops what it's doing, crumples up some paper, drops it, and then looks up towards Ethel. It has no mouth, but you still hear a voice come from it. Hello, I'm Mutual. Reasons for service.
Information?
On?
Solar dragons.
Just kind of ignores you and grabs a couple of papers, slides them across the table. Fill those out. If you need religious services, over there.
Is he pointing back here?
Pointing back to the kind of pedestal as someone's just kind of reading. We lost some things. No need to worry.
Lost things.
This is kind of what this guy looks like.
What is going on here?
That's cool.
So, what are those forms he wants you to fill out?
I'm just gonna look at them real quick. What does it have on it?
Roll me a D8.
A D8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1 second. One, 3.
It steps on how to adopt a dog.
These are the incorrect forms.
Oh no.
No. You wanted to adopt a cat.
Incorrect.
But even if he did, these are the wrong forms for that too.
It just looks around. Okay.
When was your last service date?
Yesterday.
What was your last order?
Organize.
I think Ethel's gonna ask for the manager here in a second.
Yeah. Go full Karen.
Hey, did you guys get forms about how to adopt a cat too?
A dog, it
A
seems
dog.
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just me.
No, I think something's really wrong, but I don't really know. They do things very strange.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Going to use an ability.
And you just hear like clanging of metal as one of them in the corner is just kind of shoving a big pile of gears and machine parts into a pile.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Scratches its head.
Yeah, right. Just like, what are you doing?
Picks up another piece. Scratches his head with that little
Where
piece
is
of
it?
metal.
Are there
that's-
archives here that we can look through ourselves? I'll ask the.
Maybe. Yes, there are archives here. Not
Can
for
you point me in
public
the
use, though.
direction? Okay, well then, thank you.
Yeah, that'll be Aethel. Deal with that.
Uh,
Hey, so, buddy, what are you doing here? Looking over it.
Looking over at Malcolm.
the Hadozi.
Yeah, I don't know his name yet.
Yeah. Hello. Yes, I'm here similarly to appears to be you trying to get some information, but like I said, I've been given the runaround this entire time. I'm glad to see you guys aren't getting very much further. Pardon me, my name is Malcolm Dennison.
Oh, hi, Malcolm. I'm Tobias Twofoot. This
Hello
is
there.
Oblate.
Pleasure to meet you all.
The smart ones are Dr. Jellybean and Aethel. Aethel's like someone important to these guys. He'll get this
Oh.
straightened out.
Oh, fantastic. Well, hello, smart ones. And
I'm not a smart one. I'm oblate.
okay.
So like,
How you do? I'm Dr. Jellybean. Nice
Hello,
to
Dr.
meet you.
Jellybean. You're one of the smart ones.
I have my moments.
Fantastic.
What information are you here about?
Well, just researching some things. I was led to believe that there might be some information here in this archives that could help me along my ambassador mission that I've been given. But as you can see, I've reached the same roadblock that you all have.
right. But what information? And an ambassador for who?
For the Federation.
I'm gonna lean over to Oblate. Do we know a Federation?
Everyone can make a
Any
history check.
federation?
Sure. And then whenever they finish this conversation, I have a mechanics question.
Okay.
I think I know the Federation, and I think you know
I,
the Federation too.
I think I do
Why are you
too.
asking me about the
Yeah.
Federation?
Dr. Jellybean not so familiar with the Federation, because they don't have ASMRs in it. But yeah, everyone else has heard of the Federation. It is not a terribly obscure thing. It is a conglomeration of different wild space systems that have joined together under peace, essentially. Kind of look out for each other.
Are they just called the Federation, or are they like the Federation of something?
I don't know, Malcolm. Are they called the Federation or the Federation of something?
I've just always known it as the Federation.
There you go. Unless anyone has any better ideas.
I mean, I vote for Federation of Malcolm, but
Everyone's named Malcolm in it.
exactly.
You have to be named
Malcolm's
Malcolm.
actually my designation.
A Malcolm of the Federation.
Exactly.
Yep.
Federation of Malcolms.
Yeah, just the Federation.
Okay. Well, that's neat. Well, hopefully Aethel can get this all straightened out here in a minute.
Yeah, Ethel, find who's in charge here.
Yeah, I said be
Uh,
lovely.
So, my mechanics question was, if
Yep.
I were to expend a use of my channel divinity, could I override their one order and have them do something else?
I would say you'd have to expend a spell slot for essentially kind of like command or suggestion.
That's fine too.
Yeah.
Because that's basically the goal. I'm just like, I basically want to get, because like I'm pretty sure they're supposed to organize as well, and I don't think they're doing it. So I'm kind of just wanting to override them and be like, hey, do this thing now.
This one up here by the shelf looks like he's actually looking for something. While this one is kind of organizing the mess into piles. And
okay, that's actually kind of what I was going to tell one of them.
and
so
this
that
one,
can keep working.
the one at
Is doing whatever with the papers.
Seems like he misplaced some papers.
Yeah,
Like general vibe of that.
Yeah, so I'll use spell slot then.
To affect which one?
And I'll affect this one because I know this one's can't be doing anything that's actually
Okay.
successful at the moment. Can I see like it's like a designation or like a serial or anything on it? Like what it would be called? Like name tag?
He told you his name.
Right.
MU2O.
MU2O. Yeah, so MU2O, retrieve your immediate superior. Override B12.
Go ahead. Give me a wisdom check. Unless you want me to make a saving throw. Your call.
I'm fine with either. I can roll a wisdom. Am I proficient?
Sure.
With said check.
Yeah.
Alright. Then I'll just roll a wisdom save since it's normal.
Wow.
You good?
It kind of fidgets for a moment. Pushes all the paper into a pile and just scrunches it. And then its one eye looks up at Aethel. What does it look like as Aethel's doing this? Has anything happened to him, or is it just him saying it being enough?
So I think basically after he says it, basically as he's invoking his authority, as it were, like the gears on his wings and like a lot of the gear work on him will start actually moving, like it does when he casts spells, and then it'll stop after so long. Basically, when he finishes invoking said authority,
it flutters over next to the table, pulls this lever right by there. It takes like all of his strength to like reach up on this lever and yank it down as the door in the corner would open. And inside you just see nothing but blackness as it opens. And it flies over there, disappearing into the blackness.
he should be retrieving our superior or his superior.
Oh, that's good. You got the manager involved.
I don't know who I've gotten involved yet.
Might have to work your way up a little bit.
You said it was going to cost me a spell slot.
Yeah.
1, 2, or 3.
I'd say 1. It's like the command spell.
Boom.
That's first level. He's gonna go do that.
That way I note it.
Well, it seems like you all have proved useful after all. I appreciate something happening here.
Don't worry, Malcolm. Aethel's gonna take care of it all.
Fantastic. Thank you, Aethel.
I can't guarantee that. I don't know what you want.
All right.
Your
Well-
paperwork, no problem. Don't worry about it.
I will try to temper my expectations, but thank you regardless.
Ideally, they give you the correct paperwork, and then I wouldn't talk to you ever again.
Understandable. What brings you all here? as we were talking about what brings us to this fine place of disorder.
Oh yeah, we're trying to find information about a solar dragon.
I overheard that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Just curious, or
Oh well, no, we think we might have to fight one. So
wow. All right.
Laying all the cards on the table.
Lofty goals.
Just telling a stranger the whole truth.
If he hadn't
Yes.
said anything, I was about to say something.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're pretty sure we're gonna have to fight a solar dragon. We don't know much about them, and I choose life in general.
Okay. Learn a bit about your enemy before engaging them. I can understand and respect that. That's a good goal.
That's what the smart ones think too.
Do you know anything about solar dragons, Malcolm?
That's a great question. Do I know anything about solar dragons? Let me think.
Well, you see, they're dragons, and they have something to do with the sun.
The sun?
Yeah, that's about all I know.
You can give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, that's what we know too.
Glad we're all on the same page.
Mhm.
I think this is set to whisper. Let me go ahead and change that.
Not bad, not bad.
19.
Oh, he knows everything about
Maybe not everything.
Hopefully.
I mean, you do know that a solar dragon does dwell in the sun here, and they typically dwell in suns, usually preserving them. And I think that's kind of like their lair, essentially. They shoot blasts of photonic light. That's kind of redundant to say that, but that's probably how it says it in the archives.
it.
And they're not necessarily benevolent, but they're known to make friends occasionally.
Oh no.
Maybe we're gonna make friends instead.
We don't get paid for making friends, though.
But that's
We
what
never-
we do. We make them trust us.
Well,
And then we betray that trust.
this is what Malcolm knows.
He told us all.
Yeah,
Without
I
even saying
would,
it.
I would relay that information
Okay.
simply because I want to hear that conversation that just happened.
Okay.
Wow, that's really neat. I'm gonna start ruffling through some of the papers and look and see if there's anything interesting.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Because Tobias is bored already.
After
While you're
hearing
doing
about,
that, you should organize them.
after hearing about that plan of making friends and then betraying them, Malcolm just kind of tugs a little bit at the cloth around his neck, you know.
Maybe I don't want to know these guys.
Yeah.
Tough room.
We're not that bad, trust me. We've helped a lot of
Yeah.
people.
We're
Trust
all
me, it's,
friends that have never
odd-
betrayed each other, ever.
Okay.
No.
Trust me seems to be an odd choice of
Are
words.
you still bringing up the Shalazar incident? It was one time.
I
And-
mean,
Aethel brought him back from the dead. It wasn't that bad. As I'm picking up papers and looking.
And I'm
I
gonna
mean,
say, well, Malcolm, you
he felt
see,
all of it.
one time, Tobias, we were supposed to like protect a guy, and Tobias decided to kill him instead.
That's the opposite of what you were tasked with doing.
That was
killed
the
him in order to protect
True.
him, and therefore honoring him by
Right.
bringing him back.
Interesting.
It wasn't really what happened, but that's how we spun it in the end, you know.
Well,
To save our own hides.
Right, and we're friends now. So
And
That
every
helps.
story
Right.
has two sides.
I mean, to be fair, he did try to kill us first,
right.
so it was
Yeah,
kind of
separate
payback for
occasion.
that.
Well, all is fair in love and assassination attempts.
See, he gets it.
True.
There's a lot of papers here.
With an 18, you do find a kind of crumpled but still rolled up scroll that seems to have some like arcane runes on the edge of it.
I'm gonna, like, I mean, they're not paying attention. I'll just take it over to Dr. Jellybean.
Okay.
Here you go. That looks
that's
useful
it.
and helpful. And I can't read it, so.
Can I study it?
Yeah. Looking it over, it's a spell you know. It is a spell scroll of dispel magic.
It's dispel magic.
Oh, good. You got a new toy.
Okay.
I can't
Thanks.
read any of it though, unfortunately. So
Wait,
I was-
just steal a scroll.
You shouldn't just take it
No.
off the desk.
this is
Uh-uh.
it's on the ground, crumpled up, thrown away.
They don't know what's here and what's not here, obviously.
We already talked about this.
I think that's their trash bin. Yeah, that's their trash pile.
They were
Right.
throwing it. They were throwing it away.
There
Look,
is
it was-
notably a trash bin right by Malcolm.
Go quick, go put it in the trash bin. Take it out of the trash bin.
right.
Okay.
If you see any other forms in the trash bin that have my name on them, just disregard them. They've been handing me papers the whole time I've been here.
Okay.
How long have you been here?
Uh,
Have
You
they
know.
fed you? Bedded you?
no,
Nothing.
no, nothing. I
Rude.
fear I would have to fill out forms for even that.
You would.
See,
Oh boy,
Wow.
that's rough.
Sounds awful. Is there anything good to read around here? I'm
We're just
looking
looking
lot
through
of
papers.
forms.
It's a lot of forms of like. You don't find any forms for going to the archives.
It's unfortunate.
Maybe we could make our own form for going to the archives.
Be some like tax forms and bills, that kind of thing.
Junk mail.
Junk mail. It's a lot of junk mail. But
Right.
noticing after,
things about extended warranties.
yeah, after about 5 or 10 minutes, Modron hasn't come back yet.
You think we should go check on them, Ethel? Is that part of it? How long do they usually take?
I'm unsure. I do not know how deep this unseeable darkness is.
Yeah, that's worrisome though. Hey, little guy over here. I'm gonna go over to this guy over here.
So he's
Hey, guy.
rummaging through some piles.
Hey, what you looking for?
I lost it.
Lost what?
I'm gonna find it.
I'll help you find it.
That's my job.
Okay.
It's just like looking, barely even turning towards you.
Has he actually moved anywhere in that 10 minutes, or has he been?
He's
basically
probably
working
like
through the same
he's
one
probably
spot.
No, he's flying around like he's actively looking.
Okay. And this one's actively like trying to sort out this pile.
Yeah, it's just kind of sweeping, like pushing things into different sized piles. Organizing.
What about this duodrome back here? What has it been doing while we've been hanging out up front?
Just staring off and smiling.
This
Creepy.
guy back here.
And he's
Yeah.
just full vision of you guys, like just looking out. Occasionally he'll turn a page in a book that's beneath him without looking down. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, he's got something to read.
You like books, Tobias?
Yes,
You're a very avid reader.
I am.
Oh,
Hello?
go.
You want me to go ask him about the book? Okay.
Yeah,
As
go-
you're
go
yelling
talk to
across this room.
I'll go up with him.
You ask him about the book.
Hey,
What
buddy.
you reading over there?
It peeks over the podium. Oh. Have you come to learn or pray?
Learn.
I'm not for
I'm with
that.
him.
Oh. What's that book you're reading?
Prayers.
Can I read it?
No.
Do you know a lot about religion?
I know a lot about every religion. And it's just like every time it speaks, it leans over and then goes back to like its normal standing position.
Well, I've got a question for you. I keep
I
turning
won't
into
answer it.
vines, even if it's about religion.
Especially.
Well, that's. Can I pray a question and pray that you answer it?
Prayers are always accepted. Not always answered.
It's worth a shot, buddy.
Sounds about right.
Who do you pray to?
Me personally,
Yeah.
money. You know this.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Is there a god of money?
He won't answer you.
Right.
I pray and wish to know why I keep turning into vines.
Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh,
This is not going to be good.
it's gonna be great.
Do it.
That's totally.
Your prayer is
Just under average.
unanswered.
I knew it.
Remains
Gods
silent.
don't have time for me.
Turns a page.
Very well.
It's the
You
wrong
win this
prayer.
time.
Gotta be a better prayer, buddy.
Well, you try it. You try to pray.
What am
It's-
I
it's
praying
not-
for?
I don't know.
Dare you
Whatever you
dare you
want.
pray?
It's a prayer.
What? I know what I want.
Whip one up.
I'll,
Let's hear it.
sit down. Powerful entities of the universe and everything.
Now listen
Grant
to
my
this
prayer.
guy.
Who am I? Where did I come from?
Give me a persuasion check.
Too vague.
He is lucky. I want
That is pretty vague.
He's using lucky.
I'm using lucky. I didn't roll with advantage, so here you go. I'm 14.
The 14. Prayers are unanswered.
Well,
Jeez.
I told you, man, it's a scam.
it is a scam.
It's like a slot machine that you don't have to pay for, but you lose every time anyway.
As you guys
I'm
are
out of here.
talking, from upstairs, above the ceiling, 30 feet up, Aethel and Oblate would each hear crashing noise.
Aethel, is that the manager coming down?
We can only hope.
I think I'm gonna get out of the way. I feel like they're going to come right down on me.
What are you talking about?
You didn't hear that?
I did, but it's like it's up in the room up there. Wait, how do you get up there?
I imagine there are stairs somewhere.
Definitely not through the door that the guy went through.
Maybe we should go investigate. I feel like this is a time that we've waited long enough, and we should go investigate.
Yeah, you've been here for like 30 minutes.
I
Probably.
think that's
Is
how
the
we
door
get in trouble.
is the door still open?
Door's still open.
Yeah.
The lever was never in the shut position.
Okay. Well, guys, I think this is a good idea. I think we should go check this
And
out.
Tobias, you're just looking into a dark abyss in front of you.
Well, did we check out this grate over here? What's coming out of that before we go into there?
Oh, this is great.
Can I look in the grate? I want to
Absolutely. Give me a perception check.
Smell and see if I
As
can see what's
you-
in there.
Yeah.
Take it all in. That's horrible.
It's not
Not that
horrible.
bad. I was looking at the wrong thing. I saw
With
his persuasion.
Yeah, with a 17 kind of smelling, it smells like smoke. Not quite as thick, but as you look down, it is thicker down there. And it's some sort of ventilation shaft that goes down about 10 or so feet. And through it, you can just make out it's dark down there. But it seems like some sort of machine and chains. Like massive chains and a big machine-like thing. Structure.
They got something cooking down there. Aethel, do they normally have stuff like this in these houses of Leet?
So we would most likely have some kind of large engine to move all the cogs. That could be what you're seeing. Typically, they try to maintain time on all planes, but I do not know if I would trust the one here.
Yeah. It's also kind of weird that they vent inside the building and not outside the building, but
You did notice a lot coming
Lotrons
out of the
don't
building.
really breathe.
But yeah.
you're right.
Hey, Malcolm, do you want to go see the manager with us?
Certainly has to be better than sitting on these benches. You know, I feel like these are kind of designed for, like, you know, when you go to a place, they don't want you staying for long. They're super uncomfortable, and I've already been on them
Yeah.
too long. So Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, it's nice to meet you, Malcolm. We can now, I guess, commit some very light trespassing.
Together.
Let's do a crime.
As
I
long
very
as
minor
it's
crime.
only light trespassing, I guess I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I definitely saw that guy sort of motion to us and beckon us in as he was going through, so I'm pretty sure he wanted us to do this the entire time.
And he's got excellent. He sees everything. So yeah, I trust
I
this
didn't
guy.
see that.
You were looking somewhere else at the time.
That would make sense.
I saw you doing that while I saw him doing that.
No, it makes sense.
You're looking at two places at once.
Yes.
All right.
You guys go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would like to go first?
Tobias.
Of course.
All right. Everyone following?
Give him a
Yeah.
second, and then we'll go through.
Okay. Tobias, as you enter through this portal, you feel yourself dissipate for a brief moment and become nothing. It's a very freeing experience. Odd sensation. But it quickly goes away as a door opens in front of your nothingness into a smaller room than you were in before, but still quite big. Nearly empty. Along one side of one of the walls starts off with another bench like this one, like the ones you've seen, and a row of armored figures stacked up maybe about three times. So there's probably a dozen suits of armor there. And on the eastern wall would be a rows of weapons, about 3 high. And then next to that would be this large, like a metal barrel turned on its side with a bunch of cogs and gears all rotating and just this thing's just vibrating the entire time. Right next to the door is a desk with a square modron on it. On the desk is what looks like a crossbow, but it doesn't have the bow part of it. And the modron, also a magazine of some sort, and a potted plant. On the southern wall would be kind of a ramp up to another door, wooden door this time. On either side of the door are two what look like double crossbows on mounts on either side of it, like security guns.
Oh.
Yeah, not quite as well lit as before. And there's no sign of the spherical guy. We'll say one by one as you enter, just so I can show you the space. You guys come into this room. And as you do, that'll be a good spot for us to take our little 5-10 minute break here. Following along into a new room of the 1337 B12, meeting a single Modron. That's kind of like a monocle as he's looking over this magazine. 4 legs and I think 4 arms as well. Another lever kind of behind his desk that is pretty obviously seen. And yeah, so we'll take our little 5-10 minute break here and pick up in a few. So stick around, folks.
Sounds good.
We'll be back.
See y'all shortly.
See you in a minute.
Alrighty.
See you soon.
Alrighty, folks. We are back in it, and last we left off, after coming to 1337B12, noticing something was off as all the Modrons were acting a little fishy. You sent one of them to go get the supervisor, and never returned. You guys talked a little bit and met with another person who was here to look into some things, Malcolm, a Hadozi from the Federation, and, well, all of you together, after following Tobias's lead, followed to where the one Modron went after hearing a crash from upstairs. Finding out this is a teleportation door, leading you somewhere else, to another room filled with weapons, armor, some big machine, another door that has like automated crossbows pointing down, little red lights blinking on them, and another Modron in here at a desk. He would also have little wings too.
I'm gonna go right up to the desk. I would like to look at your weapons, good sir.
You have a permit? You need a permit.
Aethel,
You have a permit?
I don't have a permit.
It sounds like we should go get a permit for you then.
You should get a permit.
Where do I get a permit?
The front desk should be able to help you with that.
They were not. That's unfortunate.
I'm sorry to hear that. If you want to file a complaint, you can check with the front desk. They handle most of the paperwork.
Do that.
Can I just
Speaking
go
of the
look
front
at them?
desk,
Yes, you can look at them. If you touch something, I'll be forced to kill you.
Oh, God.
That sounds great. And I'm going to look at the weapons.
Yeah, they got a whole slew of axes, swords, even a few rifles. And yeah, whole slew of them.
I'm just looking at weapons. Just
Put your hands in your pockets, Tobias. In the pockets.
That's good advice.
sure. I can.
Are you here for weapons too?
Who, me?
Or any of your friends? Assuming they are your friends. I'm sorry if I implied that when they aren't.
I'm not. No, they are. I'm not looking for any weapons. No, thank you.
Reaches
Yeah,
reaches into its
manning at the desk.
reaches into its desk and pulls out a little watering can. Waters its plants while just staring at you.
Can I look at your plants? What kind of plants you got there, little guy?
I think it's a succulent.
Oh.
Puts
well,
its
that's
watering
not a
can
lot.
back down. It's not a succulent. It looks like some sort of leafy green.
Yeah, don't water it too much, probably.
I'll keep that in
mean-
mind. This is my first plant ever.
Oh, can I study it and see what kind of plants it is?
Sure. Give me a nature check.
Nature.
With a 22, it's like kind of like one of those spider plants in its early stages. It hadn't spidered out yet.
Oh, does it look healthy?
It does.
Oh, well, it looks like you're doing a good job so far.
I try.
Congratulations on your first plant.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, do you hang out in this room or do you go to the front desk room?
I'm only allowed in here.
So you haven't seen kind of what shape that front room is in at all?
I've heard it's in disarray.
Yeah. Any idea what's going on with that?
I do not. That is not my designation.
Correct.
Well, good luck with your plan.
Thank you. It kind of puts its monocle back on and turns the page in its magazine and goes to like kind of pulls out a little cloth and starts kind of waxing this bowless crossbow.
If someone was seeking your immediate superior, where would they go?
Through those doors,
Which doors is he?
as he motions
Wait,
to the
the
ones
one we
that...
came-
Yeah, no, not the one you came in.
The doors with the weapons on them.
That's where Dalfarius is.
Dalfarius.
Is that your supervisor?
Kind of. He's more in charge of this place. I just supervise the weapons and armor and that machine. Yeah, that's exactly how you spell it.
Oh, very.
Oh, cool. Enough.
What's that machine over there?
That is used to keep time.
Oh, that makes sense.
Aethel, did you show him our permit?
You have
He
permits?
would only want a permit if we were taking weapons, and I do not believe we're taking weapons.
Or if you're seeing Dalfarius.
Ah, you want one of those permits?
Yes, those are the only ones that I deal with, because the door's there, the weapons are there, and the machine. I guess if you wanted to inspect the machine, another permit.
Makes sense. What would you do if we were unable to receive those permits because of the desk situation?
I would ask you to wait until they are okay to use.
Kind of a catch-22 situation here, isn't it?
Should we go
What do you
back
mean,
and try to
catch
find-
22?
Well, like, there's no real solution here. They're not gonna get in themselves in order. We're gonna wait forever. Well, we can't get the permits to do the things we want to do.
The 2 months makes sense now.
That sounds about accurate. For the animal rentals. Or something like that.
Nobody wants yes, but nobody here wants to do that.
What
I'm
about
sorry.
accessing the archives?
Yes, that
Does
would
that
be
have a shorter waiting period?
through Dalfarius. About 2
Oh.
months.
Of course.
I was afraid of that.
Okay.
It's not exact though. Numbers change all the time.
Are there any loopholes? Like
Loopholes.
yeah, like in the rules, like you can do X if Y situation occurs, and you know, out of the ordinary, out of the you know, like the desk is all messed up. Any
I'm not aware of any
plan?
loopholes. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
$18, pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm not aware of any loopholes, but I suppose if I weren't here to protect the door, then no one would know if it was opened.
And is that your designated position to protect the door?
One of many. But designations aren't always right.
That's true.
Hey, April, you should make this guy go take care of the front desk situation. I think he'd be way better than those other ones.
You
at it.
should make me do something? I don't think so. Is that a threat?
No.
Not a threat.
No, my hands are in my pockets.
Keep your mouth in your pockets too.
If we were to open the door without a permit, what would you do?
I would say you couldn't open the door.
Like,
And
What
then
does
if
that
we
lever
did-
do?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
So which question?
The lever. I got confused for a moment and didn't hear what you said.
And if we did open the door,
Oh, you couldn't.
do you mean like it's impossible or improbable?
or that we're not allowed to?
Right.
Only my hands can open this door.
Oh, that's good to know.
So
What
you couldn't.
security?
Right.
We need his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What business do you have here? I will say most of the weapons and armor are currently under contract.
Mhm.
We were supposed to be meeting with Dalfarius about a solar dragon.
But they lost our paperwork.
Oh, we filled it out 2 months ago, and they told us to come back, but when we got here to the front desk, they gave us paperwork to adopt a dog, which we don't want to do. So Dalfarius was expecting us.
I thought
but-
everybody wanted a dog.
I mean, it'd be
You
nice,
already have a
but
pet.
yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
got
more of a
hamster.
cat person.
Cats are gross.
You take
Easy,
that back.
Tobias. Easy.
If mouth in your pocket.
They smell bad and poop everywhere. And their pee, the smell does not go away. I've read
That is
Can
this.
true.
you smell? Do you smell?
Dogs also
know.
poop everywhere, much bigger poops.
I am fortunate enough to not have to smell a cat pee. But if I had a nose, I would imagine it would be bad. From the faces other people make.
So, did you let a mode run through here?
M2
Earlier.
you all. MU2 all.
MU2 all is no longer active.
He was supposed to be getting Dalfarius for us.
He said he came for me. I told him I cannot leave. And he would not refuse. He had to go.
You deactivated him.
Uh-huh.
In a manner of speaking,
explain why
yes.
he never came back. That would explain it.
Right. Yeah.
I think we got 2 options here
Mhm.
for
Who
some
would you be
permits.
assigning to the desk now?
That's not my designation. Or even problem.
We run the desk.
If you have the proper permits, that could be a possibility.
Yeah, I've got him at the desk.
We will be back momentarily
Where are you going?
to find our proper paperwork.
Just remember, I don't have any dogs and definitely don't have any cats up here.
That's fine. That's not what we're seeking.
It's the weapons.
We don't want those either.
Oh, it's not the weapons. We want to see
It turns to
Dalfarius.
Tobias as he says that. Gives like, somehow its metal face moves to give a scowl.
I'm looking at one dagger in particular. It just looks pretty. Okay.
I
Well,
will
hands
warn
in the
you,
pockets. Yes.
there are no papers to see Dalfarius.
But there are. We'll show you. We'll be back.
Okay.
So my plan was to head back into the other room.
You guys walk through the door.
Yep.
Teleport back to the other room.
So I think one of the smart ones should look in the trash can at some of these permits and forge a fake permit to see Dalfarius.
And get weapons.
We don't need weapons. We have weapons.
You always need more.
I barely ever use the one I have.
I use all of mine all the time.
Can I investigate this trash can for
Yep.
just to see what a permit looks like?
Give me an investigation check. Looking through the trash can.
And I'd like to go through the paperwork that's actually on the desk.
All right. Give me an
I'm
investigation
gonna go
check.
ahead and I'm gonna cast Mage Armor. We're just
Okay.
gonna go ahead and get that out of the way.
Just gonna activate for the day, just in case. You
Not
never
gonna-
know.
Permits. We can pretend with the permits.
Oblate with a 15 in the trash is a bunch of paperwork. You're looking through it. It's dog, cat, dog, cat, dog, ostrich, dog, cat. And
Are they? Oh, go ahead.
I would say Aethel, pretty much the same thing in those papers.
The permits, they're all like the same sort of like format. So they have like letterhead or something
What's
that makes them
weird
look official.
is they're all different. And they're like, half of them are nonsense. Like, Dear Johnny, so you want to adopt a dog. This is the process to go through that. Fill out this form at least 5 times. And then another one would be like, fill it out 1 time. And another wouldn't give you instructions on how to fill it out. And just like a bunch of blank lines. Dog adoption. Blank line, blank line, blank line, blank line. They're all different. Yeah, they're all unique.
What if we make a permit for that guy to have to fill out to open the door for us, so we trick him into thinking he has to? Probably not gonna work.
I mean, Aethel, you made that other guy who got deactivated. You encouraged him to do a thing. Can you do the same to our friend in there?
I could try. I was expecting more of someone to come in and give him a new proper order to actually organize. That
Well,
didn't seem to work.
If this Dalfarius is in charge, he really isn't doing a great job. First impressions, not great.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Malcolm
Well-
was right. Temper our expectations.
Right.
I could definitely try to use some divine influence. I do not know if it will work on him.
Right. And then, do you think if it doesn't work, he could become hostile?
It's possible.
So hands not in pockets when we go back, just in case.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'd hate to cause more of a mess than there already is here.
I understand that.
But we need to be able to go to more places.
Right. And we need his hands, if nothing else. So just remember, no damage to the hands.
Not too much damage to him in general. He'll most likely go back to the original plane that he's from. If we hurt him too much.
So we want to cut off the hands. Got it.
That's not what I said.
Actually,
Understood.
you would know Aethel lower form Modrons. There's a chance they go back to where they're from. There's also a very good chance they just disintegrate.
Right, the ones at the place, they disintegrated, right? And
The one that we fought before disintegrated.
right. Yes.
Oh yeah, the pyramid.
Yeah. In Istra's office.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. We could try and go down here.
How's Malcolm feeling about all this?
He's just along for the ride.
People are crazy.
Yeah, just kind of taking it
Okay.
all in, thinking they make fast friends. But I am curious. I'll send you. I'll whisper you something.
Okay.
I mean, any ideas you got, Malcolm?
I'm gonna get a sheet of paper. Do any of them have no writing on them?
No, they're all horribly filled out.
It's unfortunate. Is there any ink and quill over here?
Notably, that's another thing that is not there.
Oh.
So not only are they ridiculous forms to fill out, there's no ink or
can't
quill
fill
to
them out
fill.
here.
Yeah. Actually, I lied.
Well-
There is a quill and an empty ink pot, but it is empty.
Need more ink.
Yeah.
It's empty.
So other than
Okay.
this vault door and this and the way we came in, there's not any other doors, correct?
Those are the only entrances. The grate isn't much of a door other than just a grate. But you guys and your grates, you like them.
We do like our grades. Dr. Jelly, will you help me find this that this thing's looking for?
So what now?
This guy's looking for something. I think if we find it, it might help us out.
Oh.
Let's help
All
Are
right.
you talking about this gentleman?
right here.
Over here.
Yeah, he's looking for something.
All right. What are you looking for?
I'll just say Malcolm, maybe. I lost it. I'll find it, though.
Is it? How big is it?
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Very good.
Wow.
With a
You
20.
didn't tell
Rolling,
me.
rolling good on these
What are you telling me?
persuasions today.
You didn't stop.
With a 20, it's round, about the size of a compass.
Oh. Don't. All right. Gives us something to work with here. Can I study the area? Can I take a look around?
Give me an investigation check. You're starting to
How
look
long
around.
has the item been missing?
I don't know.
Pretty good.
22. You almost instantly see a small, shiny compass. It's not compass shaped. It is a compass.
Okay.
Silver and gold, kind of amidst the rubble.
I'll pull it out, dust it off, present it to him, and say, "Is this what you're looking for? It's compass shaped, round."
He takes it. No, that's not it. And just throws it across the room.
Oh,
I'm gonna go pick that up. But that's
it fits the description. It's exactly what you said. You're confused.
yeah. I think they're all confused. Dr. Jelly, what is this? It's just a
Green.
compass.
Let me look at it. Let me look at the compass.
It looks like it's a compass with two needles. One is pointing in a northward direction, which would be closer to the sun here on this plain planet.
Yeah.
And the other is idly no. The smaller needle is just kind of motionless, and as you turn it, it just kind of goes with gravity.
I don't know. This one's pointing north. This one's kind of not really doing a whole lot here. Does it look like it's like made of actual gold and silver?
Absolutely.
No.
Oh,
it's not.
and
It's
open it
gold.
up, there's some like inscriptions on the inside. A bunch of weird, blocky, like wingdings almost.
Wingdings. Is that the name of your language, Ethel?
It's not.
Wingdings. Can you? I'm gonna take it over to Ethel.
Is
Read
it a language I can read?
Yeah. It's a version of Celestial.
Sure. It's
I hope this
my
help- I
local
hope-
dialect version. of
Yeah.
Celestial.
It says, "I hope you find what you lost." Hope this helps.
Outside the poetic irony. Well, I mean, I guess we can hold on to it. For
Does not seem like they
safekeeping.
want to keep it.
I gave it to him. He threw it away.
You did.
Maybe it will help us find what we are looking for.
Could be. I'll give it to a navigator. Oblates.
Okay.
It will go with his trench coat.
Yeah, with your whole look.
That's
There,
a
and your
seafarer's jacket.
Yeah.
Is it not a
Okay.
trench coat as well?
No. This is upscale.
Upscale.
It has class, okay?
Yeah.
Compass.
Compass. Probably magical.
Yeah, for sure. It looks very fine quality.
I can try and convince. He was a duodrone, right?
He's a quadrone.
Or no, sorry, he was just a.
He's a square
He was
boy.
quadrone?
He's a cube
Yeah.
cube boy.
Yes, he's a quadrone.
This is the duodrone up here. He can do
Yeah,
two
that's what I
things.
And see if we can't have him open the door. But if he refuses, we might have to.
Rip his arms off.
Right.
I was thinking pick him up. He's not that big.
Oh,
That too.
that'd probably be better than chopping his arms off. Yeah.
He will
He's
not take kindly to that.
his box is about as big as your torso. But he's got real long, spindly arms and legs. 4 of each.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see if we can't convince him to do what we asked. And then we'll
Go back to
head back.
Head back through the door.
I'll also say possibly. But as you guys head back through the door. Oh, welcome back. Did you find what isn't there?
Maybe.
I think that's impossible.
So, do I see his designation or anything? Like his name?
You do not. You actually give me a perception check. Trying to
Sure.
eye him over, look him from afar, from across the desk. Not a big desk, not as big as the other one. Another 23. You would notice some numbers scratched out.
Good.
Can I make them out at all?
You could make out like half of them.
Okay.
But it has been scratched out. Like serial numbers been.
Yes, it filed off.
Yep.
wow.
He
That's
stole one.
against regulation.
Are you here against the will of the McCain?
I don't think it's against them. No. I'm all for 'em, mostly.
But it's against somebody.
Who summoned you here?
Give me a persuasion check. You're actually pretty straightforward. There's a good chance he'll answer. No, I am here at the behest of the Asner Productions. Just helping out. Plus, all
And
this
how
stuff's
long
real
have you-
neat.
How long have you been at this designation?
Time's weird here. I'm not gonna lie about that. About 2.5 years, though.
Have you worked for Dalfarius that whole time?
I wouldn't say I work for Dalfarius.
Have you worked with Dalfarius that whole time?
I've only seen him once. He takes care of the archives mostly. In the order of some things, I guess. It's real weird.
Do you know for a fact that Dalfarius is behind that door?
Yeah. I speak to him sometimes.
Oh, you have like a intercom system, or?
In a manner. Yes.
Does he send you messages in your head?
No. More like that one said. Like an intercom system.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
It's been a few days. A week, maybe. It's a series of tubes that enhances the volume so it travels greater distances.
How often do you normally converse with Dalfarius?
Every few weeks. You
The
guys...
plant still seems to be doing well.
Yeah. No sunlight here either. Go figure.
Odd. Might I trouble you to see if we can't see Dalfarius, if you could at least contact him and let him know that a member of the Federation is here on a diplomatic mission of sorts, and I would flash my Federation badges.
Give me a persuasion
Got a
check.
badge.
Oh, he has a stinking badge.
He has a stinking badge.
He's a cop. Oh, you're still on Whisper. He got a 27, guys. With a 27. The Federation. I think he said something about that. I can ask. But I don't know if he'll see it without the forms.
But you said there are no forms.
Quite a conundrum, isn't it? And he'll
But
kind
there's
of like
no-
hold the button down. Hang on a moment. As he like puts up like a finger.
Hold one moment, please.
Yep. And presses a button. Hey, Dalfarius. There's some people from the Federation here.
Send him up. Did you guys hear that?
Give me a deception check. This is official. No time for jokes.
It's worth a shot.
Still holding the button.
Are you supposed to
He'll-
release the button to receive?
He'll release it. Sometimes it takes a while to get back. He's very busy. I think he shuts down from time to time.
Takes how long? Like, I mean, we've been here for a while.
Up to 2 months sometimes. I'm joking. I know that you guys didn't like the 2-month number from previously, so I used it now.
That's
It's
how the
No.
humor works.
it's a
This is
comedy.
official.
No.
No time for jokes, remember?
Aethel, a new joke.
Joking about time is time honored.
Huh.
Bureaucratic humor is my favorite.
And then you would hear a little clicking and buzzing. get rid of him.
Hmm?
Oh,
That wasn't me this time.
well, it was lovely talking with you,
Yes,
but you have to go now.
we refuse to leave.
I know. And it cranks that lever. As it does,
I'm just gonna click on
you
my
would
character
see
and click on initiative.
a bunch of those armored figures. Some of them crackle with electricity and jump down onto the ground. Some of that are like on shelves above. Others that are right there just kind of step out. Several of the weapons kind of buzz with electricity as the machine in the corner is going haywire. And you would start to see the little machine guns, the automated crossbows animate. And yeah, we're gonna roll some initiative as all of these things animate. And he quickly grabs that gun off the table.
Of course.
I actually have a few to roll.
Wow.
Just a couple.
Just a few. No problem.
Now, why did it do the flying swords twice?
Oh,
Ah,
they fly.
Yeah.
we'll get rid of the 17 or the 18 because that was second. As we're getting into combat here, we're gonna do something a little different with the music.
Oh, snap.
Let's hear it.
Going to this guy. So, Oblate, you are up first. What are you doing? All of these armors just activate and climb down. One of them actually has a sword in hand and is glowing.
There are a lot of these guys.
Yeah, there are.
I'm gonna yell, head to the door. And I'm gonna
You would notice the door is shut
I know
as
it
you
is.
say that.
I'm gonna use a focus step of the wind so I can disengage from this guy.
Okay. I just go to standing.
I'm gonna run behind this dude,
Okay.
and I'm going to attempt to grapple and pick him up.
Okay.
What would you
You don't need
you have
anything.
me roll?
He rolls instead.
oh, he rolls.
He rolls
Yeah, it's like I don't know the new grapple.
a dex or a strength save. So you try to grab him. You do so. You pick him up as he's got a gun flailing about. Hey, stop.
And then I'm going to run with the other half.
As far as it'll let you.
I'm gonna try to avoid running right next to these guys, so I don't get an opportunity of attack from guns. I don't know how that works, but I'm
Nah,
gonna try
they're
to.
just up on the ceiling up there.
Gotcha. Okay, then
Unless
I'm gonna run him
unless they're grappling hooks, you don't know.
I'm gonna run him into the door. Or as close to the door as I can get with him, and then hopefully someone can help me get the gun out of his hands. And
Okay. As Oblate dashes with this guy, the two guys up there, shoot towards Oblate. Getting a 23 and an 11.
The 23 will hit.
You take 9 points of piercing damage.
I will deflect the attack.
All right. Using
Let
your
me see.
your
Make sure nothing's
reaction.
changed.
I think no matter what, you do plus like 10 to it now. So you
I
deflect.
believe it. I don't
Yeah.
believe it's changed.
Yeah, you knock away all of it. As you can see, actually, it doesn't add the +4 and +6, so you gotta keep that in mind with some of these things. I don't know why it doesn't add it. I have a bug
So you
report out.
deflect 19.
Yeah, you deflect, 19 damage. As you easily push the crossbow bolt to the side. That's gonna take us to all these swords.
Yep.
As they go flying. A couple of them do fly 30 feet over there. A couple of them have to use their... This guy's with you. A couple of them use their dash action to fly over here. So... Oblate, you're the only one that gets attacks from them. As they swing. Getting a 20 and a 7 to hit.
The 20 will hit.
You take 4 points of slashing damage.
That's pretty rough. I don't know how you're gonna survive.
Which
Alright,
will take us to Malcolm, as these weapons are flying off the wall all around you. What is Malcolm doing?
I will target the closest one. And let's look at combat.
North or southwest? Or southeast?
Let's go with that one.
Which one was that one? I wasn't looking.
North.
Nope.
Okay,
Yeah, north.
Gotcha.
And let's
The ping.
go with a... Well, I guess let's go with a Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Tell us about this Eldritch Blast.
Well, what would you like to know about it?
What does it look like as you do what you're doing?
I'm gonna say a kind of putting my hand a bit to one hand kind of on the ground and other hand up, kind of crackling of energy, blue energy similar to the cloth around my neck, in color. And let's go ahead.
All right.
Now the new sheet, just click it
Just click it.
like normal.
Yeah.
Just let you.
Give it a shot.
There it goes.
An 11 is going to be a miss, as it kind of spins over the sword, spinning around, misses. But you do get 2 of those.
All right. Well, I will try it again then.
As it's spinning round and round.
Round and round.
Try it again. A 16 also just misses.
Comes around.
Oh wow.
Blasting off, it kind of deflects it almost. The second blast, it just kind of goes into the corner.
Okay.
Anything else for Malcolm?
That will be it for now.
All right. That's going to take us to all of this armor. As this one just kind of wedges itself in here.
Oh.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. This one has to run. The armor is not very fast, I believe. Oh, no, they can actually... Where was that guy? No, he can actually get there. This one has to run past the swords. And so... they're just going to split all their attacks up. One against Tobias, one against Aethel, one against Dr. Jellybean, and 2 against... Actually, this guy down here is actually going to spend his movement. He's going to run to the south. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. And 2 against Malcolm. So, first one, Tobias. Getting a 15 to hit.
Yes.
Aethel, getting a 20 to hit.
That's better than the 17. It hits me. Do it.
As you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as this armor just running to tackle you, essentially. Against Dr. Jellybean, getting a 16 to hit.
Yep, he'll hit.
As Dr. Jellybean, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
We're getting
As it just kind of smacks you across the face with its gauntlet.
death by 1,000 cuts here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then against Malcolm, getting a 20 and a 19 to hit.
Those are both going to hit.
All right. I will say you do have a reaction if you wanted to use it on one of these. You look at your reaction, you'll see it. If you wanted to.
What that is. Yeah, sure. I have the checks underneath that. Is that the amount of uses that I have?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's entirely your call. I'm not goading you into it. I'm just letting you know that you have it. Because new character sheet, new character.
New character. Yeah, I appreciate the guidance. Yeah, I will use that.
Okay. And you can use it on the first attack, so meaning the second won't hit you. Because you're gone. You do take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as one slams into you. As what happens?
Whoop.
As you delete all your hit points.
I delete all of my hit
Second
points to go
thing.
down.
That's his reaction. He
Yeah,
I
feigned
swear
death.
I swear that never happens, guys.
The best warlock ever. Every time they get hit, they just fall down.
Specifically says, "I'm dead. You beat me."
Yep.
It's an old smuggler trick from the Star Wars days. You know,
Yeah,
plain death. Okay, so uncheck one of those, and do I need to do anything with the 1d6 plus 3?
So
on
it
the
depends on which one you're doing. So
Okay.
there is the one. There are others that you can add to that. Essentially, you can do damage, and you can heal, or you can take someone with you if you want. Because you see what I mean there?
No, I'm reading the. Were you talking about the Misty Escape?
So while you use Misty Escape, you can also use Refreshing Steps, Taunting Steps,
Gotcha.
or Dreadful Step, or Disappearing Step.
Yes. Definitely not Faye shenanigans going on.
No.
So if you
Okay.
were to use the Dreadful Step, it would also hurt Dr. Jellybean.
Well, I
I'll do
don't
that
wanna,
one.
don't want to do that one yet. So
So you can't actually take someone with you. You are one. Gotcha. That's not until later, I don't think. Maybe they don't have it. Maybe that's something I'm not thinking of.
okay, yeah, I'll just do Refreshing Step then.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to do any. 'Cause you're not very badly hurt.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because I see now that's a 1d2.
Yeah.
So,
Because then that would also use another point.
Got you. So just Misty Escape then.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
As you disappear into a puff of smoke and reappear 30 feet somewhere.
Let's see where that puts me. I will come down. I'll come join this party down here. I don't like being completely surrounded.
I didn't roll the quadrones.
Oh, and there's more?
Yeah.
I just didn't roll his
Why?
initiative.
Oh yeah,
Why?
and just our undesignated man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fair enough. And that will take us to Dr. Jellybean.
Alright, these swords. Are they like pointed up? Or are they at an angle?
They're all sorts of different places. They're not all swords necessarily either. Some of them are axes, pickaxes. Even a couple of them are like rifles that are just spinning.
What about this one right here?
That's a sword.
That's a sword. What I want to do is I want to pick up the plant and I want to shove it at the end of the sword so it's not, so it's like the pointy part of the sword. It's like in the plant.
Covered.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check. Essentially trying to give it disadvantage on its next attack is what it would do.
Yeah.
Okay. As you would hear the Modron call up, "No, my rose."
Not a rose.
Okay, that one
Pretty
will
good.
that one will have as a pot lands on its blade, whirring around. It seems to try to shuffle it off. It'll have disadvantage on its next attack.
Yeah.
Anything else for Dr. Jellybean?
I guess that's my action.
That is
put
your
the plant
action.
on the sword. Sheesh. Well, the good news is that didn't use up any spell slots.
That is
It's
good
true.
news.
Good
Yeah.
news.
You staying put?
I don't want to,
Well, it sounds like you
But-
are.
but yes, I don't have any option to get out of there.
All right.
No one's really hurt that badly right now.
We're pretty okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stay there.
All right, that will take us to this guy. The glowing, more ornate armor launches forward into a sprint, wielding the sword as it slams down towards Dr. Jellybean. It's gonna swing at you a couple times.
Couple.
Yeah. It gets,
More than
it
one.
Times.
gets 2 attacks. A 14 and a 10 to hit, though.
They do not hit.
As one of them bounces off of your mage armor, the other just swings wide after kind of bumping into the plant-covered sword next to it.
Yeah.
That ends its turn, taking us to Tobias with Aethel on deck.
Tobias is going to pull both his scimitars and whirl away. So we will start with attacking this one.
Okay.
That's +2. Where's it at? Just add +2 to whatever this is.
Oh, yeah, because I don't have a flanking thing set up. You don't need it. Oh, maybe you do. 17, I think, just hits. No, 17 misses.
Oh, 17 misses? Then ignore that damage.
I will.
Okay. Again?
18 just hits.
That's money.
I'll activate the Sunsaw.
All right, as this chainsaw blade whirs with magenta light.
I have a chainsword. I'm happy about it.
For 9 points of damage to the one to the south.
Mm-hmm. And then offhand, hit it with the other scimitar in my offhand.
All right,
15. Mm-mm.
15's gonna miss.
I will use a bonus action to create a shadow.
All right, as a duplicate of Tobias appears somewhere.
Right here.
All right,
And yeah, I'll go ahead and use my Unleashed Incarnation to give it an attack.
all right. Where is it attacking?
It's attacking this guy.
All right, big glowy armor. 24 gonna hit.
All right, and Sunsaw is activated.
As you nick it for 14
Pretty good.
points of damage. As it whirs into that leaves a mark, ruining up all the ornamental parts of this armor. Anything else
And
for
that's it.
Tobias? All right, taking us to Aethel, the dragon.
Yeah, I just cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Nice.
Designating. I guess I don't have to designate anymore, right?
You
Actually,
do,
to
but you
say
don't have to
who-
see them.
Yeah. So, them and the quadrant
Okay.
are the ones that are me. My allies in the quadrant.
Fair enough. That's
Does
1,
this
2,
count
3,
as
4,
them
5,
having
6,
entered?
7. It counts as you entering their space. So they take it.
Cool.
Notably, the glowing armor isn't affected by it.
Noted.
However, the 2 flying swords need to make wisdom saves.
Yeah, DC 15 wisdom.
I'll have you know it's not their strong suit.
I would imagine the sword isn't very wise.
Yeah. Go and give me some damage for all these guys.
Sure. Do you want me to roll a bunch of different ones or just roll one?
Just roll one, and that'll
everybody?
be what it is for that turn. And then I'll have you roll another one next round.
Totally.
19, that's pretty good.
Really good.
Interesting. It's trying to add a 0 to the end. Not that that matters.
I got 3, 4, 10, and 11. Every single one failed, missing 1. Maybe this one will get it. No. Every single one failed, so every single one takes... What was that, 19? Yeah.
19.
The weapons absolutely just disintegrate, or drop to the ground. They don't disintegrate, they drop to the ground. While the armors are all still there. They all still take the damage.
Yeah.
Anything else for Aethel?
I request once again that you stop this and open the door. And that's it.
Alright. Since I did forget to do his turn,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. For what is it to escape a grapple? That's something I should look up
When is that ever gonna come up?
right now. Look up in the new Player's Handbook 2024, guys. That's the year it is for a couple more months.
True.
Really timeless name. Grappling. One grapple per escaping grapple. Strength check or dexterity check against the grappler's escape DC. So it's still the same thing. Easy
Sure.
breezy.
Just-
So he's gonna try to get out of Oblate's grapple. Getting an 18.
That's probably
Which he does. Escaping Oblate's grapple. He is then gonna try to run away. Oblate, you can make attack opportunity.
no, he can't use his reaction.
Oh, use your reaction. So it's gonna try to run away and double check speed on this guy. Flies up to the ceiling, 20 feet up,
I can't get him there.
which
I
will
can
take
get him there.
us to your turn, Oblate.
All right, I'm gonna whip out the Bident, and I don't know what's scarier, the armor or the weapons.
The armor.
I'll go for the armor. Two-handed Bident attack.
Okay. You pull out this mandible Bident. 18 will hit. So it's a monk thing that automatically makes all attacks at advantage. Even if you're on auto.
Gotcha. I'll switch it.
No, it's not your. No, you can't.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can't.
It's
You're
not.
right.
It's out of your control. It's a bug.
Oh,
A
okay.
bug I reported this morning. But for 8 points of damage. Oh, that's a. You try to topple it. Do a strength and a con save. It is toppled, but it is not grappled.
Perfect. And I'm also going to.
As you trip this suit of armor, it clanks
I'm
down to
going-
the ground.
I'm gonna make an unarmed strike. I'm just gonna kick him while he's down on the ground.
Sure. Gonna break a couple toes while you're doing it, but absolutely. Well, I mean, you shouldn't kick with your toes. Don't kick with your toes at home, people.
True.
I'm guessing that's martial arts attack.
That is your martial arts attack.
Yeah.
And here's something I'm going to be curious about, if it rolls a d8 for damage or not. Because it should. 21 hits.
We'll find out. Let me see something real quick.
A 10 is going to be a miss. What'd you do? You did the query?
Yeah,
that
I was.
me.
Yeah, the
Oh,
query.
that
The
was
query's
him.
the only way out of that one.
All right.
Curse how I've been using it.
Yeah.
10.
And it does not. So whenever you roll damage from your martial arts, roll it from the character sheet. Because that will do a d8. You roll it from the chat
this
window.
It's
It
still
won't.
pulling the d6.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
that's part of
Do you
that
want me to
part that I mentioned. So yeah, reroll it.
Okay.
I'll take whichever one's better.
Ooh, advantage on damage?
Well,
Heck yeah.
yeah,
This one time?
yeah. Doing 10 points of damage to the armor on the ground. It's already there. You
All right.
hear that clank.
And I will follow it up again with another kick for my bonus attack.
All right,
Or bonus action.
I gotcha. Getting a nat 20.
Nice.
Downside with that is you can't roll crit damage. So just roll
Just roll twice.
them twice. I'll make you a new martial arts attack next time. So
Okay.
yeah, so just roll the damage twice from the character sheet, and I'll minus
We just subtract 4.
4 from it. Yeah.
So
For
9.
9. The armor is still clanging around on the ground, alive.
Dang.
Anything else for Oblate?
No, but I will activate my agile parry,
Okay.
giving me 2 to my AC.
Yep. Taking us to the Quadrone, who will, up in the sky, is going to launch his gun thing. It's more of like a miniature railgun. Launches it towards Oblate.
Yeah, right.
Just a railgun. No big deal.
He's gonna try. Getting a 15 with his first attack.
God, just completely messed me.
And a natural 1 with his second, as it doesn't shoot arrows. You notice little marbles are shooting towards you. Which ends his turn. He said, "Stay still. I didn't want to do this." Which will take us to the armored guns up top, which are going to shoot down. They're not guns, but they're guns. You know,
Guns.
they're guns. Getting a 13 and a 25 on Oblate.
What are those again?
A 13 and a 25.
The 25 is gonna hit.
Dealing 12 points of piercing damage.
I want to deflect that attack.
All right.
Wait, that's damage. Whoops. Is that right?
Yeah, you can
That's
toss
wrong.
it back towards him. Yeah, the one in the attacks is damage.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. So I guess ignore this.
I will. Happily. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Instead, you still
Well,
deflect
12.
12. So you still deflect it all. Just need to get 2 of them on you.
12 equals 12.
Which is going to take us to the...
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to throw it back? Your call. Decisions.
You know what? Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I can, wait, does it actually... Is that for what do they call
They,
it? now?
they make a
Focused.
saving throw, and it uses a focus to do so.
Trying to find it on the sheet. It's so weird now.
It is. It's
Mhm.
well, it's different. It's not weird. It's just different.
Weird.
You're weird.
It's not even a. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let me just
Okay.
pull one of my focus things off.
Yeah. Essentially, you can't track the focus with your attacks. You have to do it because it's under attacks because it does damage.
Yeah, so it says if you do to 0, you can expend 1 focus to redirect some
Yep.
of the attack's force. If you do so, creature you see within 5 feet, yada yada yada.
Honestly, more than the attack's force.
So then I'll just roll the damage.
Yeah. It has to make a saving throw. Did deck save?
Yes. 14.
It got a 16.
Weak.
As it. Well, actually, these guys have disadvantage on saving on decks because they can't go anywhere.
Because they're mounted.
Yep. They're essentially prone. Hey, it still rolled a 16. As it swivels past the bolt that you throw back up at it. Taking us to the swords. Swords are gonna try and slash at Oblate. A 7 and a 17 to hit.
I'm able to dodge out of the way.
I already ignored the damage that you don't see. What is your AC now? Oh yeah, you use the Kensai as you're
Yeah.
spinning
Use
your.
this Kensai ability.
Yep. That ends the swords, taking us to Malcolm.
I'm going to target this guy that's knocked down right here.
All right.
And
You will actually
Right.
have advantage with your Eldritch Blast.
hey, let's do a little Eldritch Blast.
Close up blasting.
Yeah.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Started blasting. That's right. And well, actually, right before I do that, let me ask, because obviously all of this is new to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hex. I can use that as a bonus action. And
Yes.
I can move it.
And you can
between
move it
targets.
between targets.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and do that then.
Absolutely. Go ahead and check off your hex.
So just do the little toggle switch next to that.
Yeah.
All right.
Man's
Fantastic.
hexing.
One of your 2 spell slots. What's your hex look like, if anything?
I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. I'll
Okay.
have to think about that one.
It all happens so fast, no one sees it.
There you go.
Uh,
Next time, it's gonna be really exciting though.
Give me an Eldritch Blast
All right.
against the Armor. 18 gonna hit.
Fantastic.
Do us some Eldritch Blasting plus hexing damage. For 11 points of
good.
damage, as this thing is lying on the ground and starting to get up, you just blast it into the ground as it falls back lifeless.
Nice.
That's shot 1.
That's shot 1. You have another shot, but it won't get the hex benefit.
Okay. Let me go ahead and target the guy. that I'm looking at.
Okay.
And so take off hex on this one.
Yes.
So it doesn't... Perfect. And Eldritch Blast.
You can also push them if you want with your Eldritch Blast. 18's gonna hit.
Ooh, you took pushing it?
Ooh.
Let's check yeah.
For
Great choice.
13 points of damage as it blows a giant hole through this guy's cube. Just kind of starts slowly, his wings start flapping really hard to keep him afloat. You would hear, oh, that actually hurts. Anything else from Malcolm?
Where are we at? Down here. This, out of curiosity, this is the machine in the corner that you were talking about.
Mhm.
Did that like whirl to life when the armor came alive?
It started
Or is that always
vibrating.
running?
It started vibrating even more.
Okay. I'm just gonna head over that direction in
Okay,
such a way that I don't piss anything off.
fair enough. Running over to the large turbine thing. That's going to take us to all this armor. These two are going to lash out at Aethel, and we'll see where we go from there. Getting a 16 and a 5 to hit.
Either of those break 17.
And the others are just going to go with Tobias, Shadow Tobias, and 2 against Dr. Jellybean. Tobias got a 13 to hit. Dr. Jellybean got a 6 and a 13 to hit.
Wow, no.
And then that is it for them. Taking us to Dr. Jellybean.
All right, I'm going to.
Do they take damage now, or am
They
I
take damage now, so roll new damage for me.
I wasn't sure if they took it on the end of their
Nope.
turn or one might.
Yep, they take it now.
Let me just roll it again real quick. Go down here to the S's.
They all failed.
Can I just roll the damage from it? Yes. This one wasn't as impressive.
It is not. But still, one of the suits of armor falls down.
Oh, the one that he hit earlier. Interesting.
Yep. The others are still up, which will take us to Dr. Jellybean.
All right, I'm gonna hold up my tablet and to right up to this guy here.
Okay.
Big guy. Seems like a big guy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
7
press the
feet
button.
tall.
Yeah, just gonna hold it up as high as I can, and press a button. You hear like a high-pitched noise, like it's charging up.
Okay.
I'm going to cast magic missile
Okay.
on his face.
Point blank magic missiles.
Yeah. All twos.
All 2s. Let's see
Always
it.
two.
Always 2.
Always
Oh
two.
my gosh.
Always two. Always two.
Aww.
That's a 5. What was this? Where's your last one?
9 points of damage as it blasts into this armor, denting it. Anything else for Dr. Jellybean?
Gonna look intimidating at him. I'm not. That's not.
I forgot the Tobias ghost that the other one attacked. Alright, as you look intimidating at him, the other one misses Tobias' ghost. Which will take us to the Helm Tour. That's what they're called. This thing's not so horrible. It has also like cogs and stuff on it. The more ornate armor is going to lash its sword down at Dr. Jellybean. You just blasted it. Getting a
Good.
10 and an 18 to hit.
The 18 will hit.
As it slams down into you for 6 points of slashing damage. That'll end its turn.
Alright.
Taking us to Tobias.
Is that when it would take that 10 as well? I
Yeah,
assume?
that one is immune to it.
Oh, right, it was immune. I forgot about that.
Shadow Spice is going to float. For some reason, can't move it. But it's going to float right here.
I can't move it
Kind of
either.
in between them. I know, isn't that weird?
There we
Did it
go.
get put on the wrong
It,
layer?
it just took a second to move.
Oh. And I'm going to take my attacks at the Helm Tour.
Okay. As it moves up and around. 24 going to hit. For 9.
And slashing again.
All right.
Shadow's doing all the work.
Absolutely.
Critical.
That's going to do it.
Critical hit.
With the Sunsaw, okay.
Great damage.
For 15. As this thing is starting to look pretty battered. Like all of
And
the
what
other
else?
armor suits around it.
Is that including the extra d6 from?
It did. It
Yeah.
didn't include it. Did it? No, just 1d6.
6 plus 5 plus 4.
Yeah, but this would have been a crit, right?
Oh,
I shouldn't have doubled those.
I'll add a crit modifier to that. Yeah, so roll another d6. 1. Okay, noted. 22 also hits though.
And
You're
the
just
offhand.
whirling and dirling for 10 points of damage. Still up. But this thing is seriously battered and broken inside and out.
I'm going to use my last Unleash Incarnation to strike it again with the Vigilance.
Alright. 27 gonna hit.
As I'm just slashing furiously.
As it falls to the ground, all of the other armors also simultaneously fall to the ground.
Okay, cool.